What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team FISHKNUCKLES YouTube channel. Today's Road Tuesday. We're looking at Pancakes 2.0. Except it's not really pancakes anymore, but it kind of looks like pancakes. But this is actually the list that Joe from Omnipoke used at North America Internationals, and I'm not gonna spoil too much, but I'm just gonna say I saw him on stream playing. And I was like, just why? Like during my game during North American Internationals, when he was playing, I was facing towards the screen, and the whole time I literally just watched his game. I think this is the round like I was getting destroyed by Volcanion, so I really didn't care about what my opponent was doing. Like he could have been like, I don't know, I could have picked a whole new deck and I wouldn't have noticed because it was just a bad time for me. I was just losing that bad. I think it was that round, but I just remember watching Joe play it on the stream and like I was just so happy because the night before the tournament, me and Kevin Baxter actually talked about this deck a little bit. Like, is it good? Is it still playable? And we're like, I don't know. But then it turns out that Joe and Tamao are using it, and it made my day. It's probably one of the coolest things ever. Not one. There was a ton of different things that made North American Internationals like so amazing for me that weekend. But down below, I'm gonna leave a link to his to two videos that he did. He did one where he talks about his tournament report and it's really in depth and detailed about every single round and stuff like that. And then he plays, I think it's like almost like an hour long. No, I think it's longer than an hour. Hold on, I have the video right here. It's an hour 29 minutes of him doing deck analysis and battles with this deck. So if you want to see more with this deck and want to see a new YouTuber, if you've never seen Omnipoke, make sure you check it out. But today we're gonna go over this deck. It's not pancakes anymore. It still kind of looks like pancakes, so you can kind of trick people. But today we're covering Xerneas Break. Xerneas Break has the attack Life Stream. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all your Pokemon, and that's gonna be the name of the game today. So. And that's what we're going to do today. So we played a 4-3 Xerneas line, or this is his same exact 60. He played a 4-3 Xerneas line, sorry. This Xerneas is going to be our main kind of guy for starting out with. It has the attack Geomancy. Choose 2 of your bench Pokemon for each of those Pokemon, search for a Fairy Energy and attach it to that Pokemon. So that's how we're going to energy accelerate. Just going to energy accelerate that way, okay? So 4-3 Xerneas. 1 Oranguru with Destruct to draw 3 cards, draw to you have 3 cards in your hand, and Regirock. Now Regirock was MVP in the Pancakes deck and still going to make an appearance in this deck. Regirock has that the Theta barrier. Is it a Mega Barrier? I can't remember. I think it's a Mega Barrier. It just makes where it can't be affected by like trainer cards. So you can't Lysandre up, you can't Crush Hammer, you can't Field Blower, you can't get anything off that Regirock. And the thing you do with Regirock is you put a bunch of energies on it. Now, in the Pancakes deck, it was like a last kind of attacker because what you would do is you would Ninja Boy the Regirock into whatever you want to and just take a knockout by using Pulverize a Pancake. But it seems like they just went for consistency instead, and that's fine as well. Ninja Boy Snorlax was kind of like a gimmick thing. It was just really cool to be. It was really cool when like GXs weren't a thing, but we still made GX things. So that was really cool then. 1 Mewtwo to help out against Espeon. That psychic attack is pretty decent. 20. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then we got 1 Oricorio for that supernatural dance, mainly to take down Garbodor. I'm not going to go too much into these cards. Joe does a fantastic job of breaking them down, so I don't want to break them down too much, so you can watch some more videos. 2 Tapu Lele, of course, for supporter cards, and that's going to be all the Pokemon here. Now, the deck does play 4 Max Elixir to get more energies on the field. And the thing you got to note about like Max Elixirs and all this kind of stuff while you start like looking at the deck is when you play against Garbodor, just have in mind how many item cards you have in the discard pile, because as long as they're 2-shotting with Garbodor, you're going to win because they're going to run attackers before you are. So that's a key thing to note there. 1 Nest Ball and 4 Ultra Ball. The Nest Ball puts 1 base Pokemon and put it onto your bench, while of course Ultra Ball gets you anything. So that's going to be his line that he's going to play. 2 Super Rod, no Stretcher, because you really need to shuffle the energies back to your deck. You need to constantly keep reusing your Fairy Energies. You need to make sure you hit the Max Elixirs and be good to go that way. Of course, 4 Ultra Ball for maximum search for Pokemon. 3 VS Seekers, so we can reuse our supporter cards. Of course, 1 less because of Garbodor, like always, okay. 3 Fairy Garden to give free treat, and this could be you're gonna start seeing some differences. I mean, we already saw one difference. He just played Ninja Boy, he's cut that out, and instead he's played Fairy Garden instead of Silent Lab. The original Pancakes deck played Silent Lab, so that way you just shut down Pokemon so they can't use like Shamans and Tapu Lele's and stuff like that. Well, Tapu Lele-GX weren't a thing then, but Silent Lab will shut down a bunch of base Pokemon, and instead he's gonna play that Fairy Garden and no Floatstone, and no Floatstone, it's course because now we have Choice Bands. Choice Bands is superior than Floatstones 100%, and I'd rather have the Choice Band Fairy Garden here after playing this deck than a Floatstone Silent Lab in the deck. So one Brigette to search for 3 base Pokemon. It's always fantastic. Turn 1, just a Lele for 3 Pokemon. It makes the deck even better. 1 Hex Maniac to shut down abilities if that is needed. 2 Lysandre, 3 N, and 4 Sycamore. 4 Sycamore, 3 N. That's a fine combination. Especially the Oranguru in there, just being real struck. You can play your hand down pretty much a lot, and then a struck for 3, which is really cool. 3 Choice Band, so that way you can do 30 more damage to GX or EX Pokemon. Now, the good thing about this deck is a lot of people don't play Fury Belt anymore, so you don't have to really worry about that anymore. It doesn't play, and that's one of the reasons why it doesn't play any Field Blowers either, because people really don't play Fury Belts, so Choice Band doesn't really affect you with this deck. 2 EXP share, so that way you can put on Regirock. If somebody gets knocked out, a basic energy gets attached from the active to that Regirock, which is really nice. The deck plays only 2 DCE, but DCEs can be attached to Regirock, so that way you can keep it on there. And it counts as 2 energies, so Xerneas Break gets a bonus of 2 and 12 Fairy energies. Now, I think during the video, I'm playing as if I have like 4 DCEs, because I'm pretty sure the Pancakes looks played 4 DCEs. It was a very different time then. The decks were totally different, so I kind of played as the old Xerneas deck. But it's definitely, like, it's not too much different. It just has some different consistency cards in it. But there we go. There is Joe's Pancakes deck, or what it really is like just a Xerneas Break deck with some attacks in it, like the Mewtwo, the Oricorio, the Oranguru. But besides that, it's like a regular Xerneas Break deck. So there we go. Shout out to Joe and to Mal for playing this. It made me so happy to see them playing this deck, or seeing Joe playing on the stream, then afterwards talking to him, and realizing what the records were, and then find out later how the record did. I don't want to spoil anything, but just make sure you watch the deck breakdown for Joe if you want to learn more about this deck. But if you want to see 3 games with this deck, we'll see it here in a second. We'll see how does Xerneas Break deck does perform. Alright, so I'm going to get Schmiggle Wiggle, Schmiggle Wiggle, playing either a Drampa Garbodor deck or a Espeon Garbodor deck. And I think either one of these matchups are really good for us because we're not going to play that many item cards. Alright, so press done. We got the turn with Xerneas, we got energy, we're going first, we're going to be good to go. The only problem is we need to find a Bridges. So Garbodor, Rainbow Energy, so it's definitely the Drampa variant, which is still fine with us. I think it's still fine. Oh, I am going to get 2 mulligans, so just need to find a Brigette Spaghetti. Come on down, Brigette Spaghetti, let's come online. We've got another mulligan, that's what I'm talking about. Just keep us, I mean, we're probably just going to have like a really bad hand and just cry. Alright, so they found somebody. Okay, is it Drampa? Is it Trubbish? Is it Tauros? Is it, I don't know, Lele? Oricorio? There's a lot of options that could be in their deck. So, yes, yeah. Alright, so, okay, we'll put down a Xerneas. Press done. And there's a Drampa. Alright, so put a energy on the bench, put down the Oranguru, and we'll just pass. I mean, nothing really else we can really do there, unfortunately. But he really can't do anything either. He can go for like a Righteous Edge for 20, which is not that big of a deal. We see Ultra Ball, discarding Sycamore, and a Lysandre. Okie dokie. Alright, so what does he find here? Maybe a Lele for Brigette for 3 Pokemon. That could be a thing, but then he needs to find an energy attachment for turn. But no, gonna grab a Trubbish, put that guy down. We see a Choice Band going to the active, and a VS Seeker for a Sycamore. Gonna discard his hand, drawing 7 new cards. Now, we see a Floatstone and a Sycamore. What we might be able to do, maybe, is play our hand down low enough to... we see a Shaman for 2. Shaman coming down. That's interesting. A lot of Drampa Garb decks don't play Shaman anymore. I mean, no. I think Sam Chin played 1, and then the guy who won did not. So we see Psychic going to the active, but we do not see a Stadium card attachment. So this is really good to note, because right now he cannot take a knockout. His Berserk will only do 80, so that's a good thing to note right there, okay? I'm just hoping we find a Brigette. If we find a Brigette here, we can grab a Regirock. We'll be good to go. A Lele for a Regirock. We just need to find a Regirock this turn, and that's a Choice Band. Okay. So put a Fairy in the active. So we're going to Lysandre Trubbish without a Floatstone. And we are just going to Geomancy, put 2 energies on the field. So so 1 on this guy and 1 on this guy. So everybody's going to get some energies. All right. So under his turn, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 120, 150, Max Elixir 170, another Max Elixir 180. So we still don't have enough for knockout just yet. Flo's still going to the active. Okay. Let's see here. See the Drampa. Okay. We see an Ultra Ball, going to discard 2 cards from his hand, discard the Lysandre Choice Band. He needs to somehow, so there's a Lele coming down. If he puts his Lele, okay, so he's not going to be able to take a knockout this turn. It's impossible for him to do that. So we'll see a Wonder Tag. Okay, so we're good to go. Gonna get our Sycamore. I hate that we don't have a Pokemon to put stuff to. So we see a Choice Band going to do Trubbish. We see a Garbodor coming online. And I mean, right now we have no energies in discard pile, so this is fine for us. Okay. Or no trainer cards discard pile. So a DCT active. We're just gonna see a Berserk for 80, not taking a knockout. Choice Band doesn't matter. He doesn't have any Pokemon damage on it, so we're good to go here. So we see Berserk for 80. It'd be really funny if he went for like a Big Will GX. So a Fair to G top deck. It's very unfortunate. Alright, we'll put a DC on the Ringaroo. We'll put a Choice Band, Fairy Garden. Okay, just hear me out. If we retreat right now, we can Psychic for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 150. Which I think is not a bad play, right? So I'm just going to Sycamore here, and I'm going to attack with the Ringaroo, because he's still not going to guarantee a knock on Ringaroo. We get a Regirock, which is good. We'll put that guy down. We will retreat into the Ringaroo, and we're just going for a Psychic here. Alright, so there we go, doing 150. Okay, that's good, that's good there. That's good. It's a fine play if I do say so myself. Okay, so we see a Filbor, going to get rid of the Fairy Garden and the Choice Band, but now he has to find a Rainbow Energy to take a knockout this turn. If he does not find a Rainbow Energy, a Ringaroo will survive, and we'll keep on trucking along. Alright. Does he find a Rainbow Energy? I like how we found Brigette after the fact. That's unfortunate. But there we see Ultra Ball going to discard 2 cards from his hand. He's going to discard well, yeah, 2 in the discard pile too, so that's good to note. Let's see, discards a Psychic and a Sycamore. Does he find a Rainbow Energy? Okay, there's a Garbodor with a Garbotoxin. We don't really care about Garbotoxin, like it's not scary at all. So see a Garbotoxin coming online, okay. We see an N. I'm actually okay with this in. That's a really great card for us. We just gotta hope he doesn't find one of his Rainbow Energies. Okay, well, we see Ultra Ball and Super Rod, and we see another Garbodor coming around. Does he find a Rainbow Energy? Are we living? Are we still alive? Oh boy, there's a Psychic Energy. We're good to go. He's going to use a... He is going to use a Big Will GX. Alrighty, we are like, I don't think we're going to lose this game now. I'm pretty sure there's 100% no way we can lose this game. We'll put a Fader on the Regirock. We're just going to end. I mean, we only have 2 item cards in this card pile. Alright, there's the EXP share. We'll put that down on our Regirock. And we will just Psychic for the knockout, even though we really haven't done anything. Ringaroo putting in work right now. He's MVP right now. Doing 150 damage. Good out of 4 price cards. We find an N and a VS Seeker. We have like 1, 2 in the discard pile. What's Garbodor going to do? He can go for an Acid Spray here. That's really his only out right now. He can Lysandre, bring up this Xerneas, take a knockout there, but that's fine for us. I don't care about this. Psychic, it's not going to really be relevant anymore. But see here, Filbor, get rid of the Choice Band off the active. But that's it. He can't get the EXP shot off the bench. It's going to stick there. Okay. And Oh, we're going to be in good spots here. We just got to find a Fairy Guard to get that. And there we go, victor screen. My opponent really couldn't do anything. The only thing he could have done was trying to find a DCE and try to discard our DC off the active. But even then, it's going to be so horrible for him. We could have, like, just played Sycamore maybe, just dug for a Xerneas Break and start taking knockouts. Maybe found a Fairy Guard. We could have treated probably. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we had enough energies in the field to start knocking a Garbodor straight up. But yeah, Drampa Garb is pretty good matchup. If I like Drampa can't one shot you pretty like it's. I mean they can, but you see he whiffed it there. He filled his bench up. He didn't find a Magma Base. I don't even know he played. Oh, hold on. No, let's see our opponent's deck. Did he play Magma Base at all? No, just 4 rainbows. Wow, he didn't find a single of those rainbows. That's pretty insane. But there we go. That's game number 1. But we'll see another game with the Xerneas Break deck here in a second, aka Pancakes 2.0. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's a little bit better, and we actually tackle Xerneas Break. But that was pretty crazy. All right, so we'll see another game with the deck here in a second. We'll see what happens. All right, so playing against Hermit, playing a Dark Grass deck. Okay, so we lost a coin flip, unfortunately. That's fine. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens together. Oh, boy. This hand is full of one-ofs, though. Alright, so. I'm going to start Regirock here, which might seem bad. It probably was a terrible mistake. Just thinking about it right now. Like, it's probably terrible to do this. But I have a plan. All right, so there's Eevee. So it's a Vespiquen deck. All right, so we have Oricorio, which should help us. Should is the key word. So is he Ultra Ball? He is. Got some old Ultra Balls. This card's unknown. There's Zora. All right, so it's definitely like a Vespiquen Zoroark deck, or maybe it's just straight Zoroark. I'm fine with just like a Zoroark deck, but there's grass in there, which makes me think that he's playing a Vespiquen. Yeah, that's Vespiquen. 100% Vespiquen now. I'm sure it is. All right. So, oh, there he is. There's Combi coming down. All right. So, fair. So, can we surprise our opponent here? He already has 2 in the discard. Okay. Choice Band and that guy. No. All right. So, we see a Nest Ball. Okay. So, we can Nest Ball for a Xerneas. Okay. EXP through the active. Fairdergy the active. Okay. Ultra Ball, discard a Fairdergy and Mewtwo. We are going to grab a Ringaroo here. Alright, hear me out. Ringaroo, where are you at? Come on, don't be scared. Don't be scared. I know you're scared of Ringaroo, but we got to do this. You got to come out. We got to have a party here. Ringaroo, come on, there you go. Alright, so put down the Ringaroo. We will instruct for 2. Okay. Okay, ooh, that's 2 good cards to get. So put Xerneas, Tapu Lele, yes. We're gonna grab a Sycamore, okay. And with the Sycamore, we need to find a Fairy Garden and a Max Elixir. Alright, we have 3 Fairy Gardens and 4 Max Elixirs. Alright, can we have both these combinations? Come on down, and no, we're off by 1. Alright, so we'll Max Elixir. And no, we don't even hit anything. Oh, this could be scary. See this guy right here? His weakness is grass. So that's really bad. That's really bad for us. All right, we'll put down Xerneas, and we'll pass to our opponent's turn. All right, so that was not good there. Right now, he's doing 20, 30, 40. He's doing 60. Oh, Zoroark Break can take a knockout, too. Because we have a full bench, because I'm dumb. Why am I playing Pokemon right now? Just put me in my misery, Pokemon. All right, lost the hat. That's okay. We got this. We got this, guys. Maybe. Probably not. I forgot he had a Zoroark just sitting there. I was like, oh, we're good. And then he didn't. There's a Vaporeon coming down. Okay. Alright, just gonna Sycamore that. I was like, what's a Vaporeon for? But I guess it just like makes sense just to discard, it's whatever. So you got 3 in the discard pile. Zoroark is gonna take a knockout this turn. There's a Zora, a Klefki coming down, gonna Wonderlock, it doesn't matter, it's just gonna get discard next turn and do more damage. We see a Vespiquen come on the line as well. We'll see a stand-in, and we will see a knockout this turn. Alright, 160 damage. Okay. Alright, so send to the Xerneas. On our turn, let's see what happens here. So, get a VS Seeker. Yeah, 100% don't know why I started Xerneas turn 1, but Regirock, but you know, mistakes were made. So, right now we got a VS Seeker, and the only card we can realistically get is a Sycamore. So, I'm going to put a Xerneas Breakdown. And right now I'm just going to go for Geomancy, and I'm going to put energy on this guy, energy on this guy. We just need to take our time and get some energies out. So, there's 1, there's 2, so 20, 40, 60, 80. We'd actually take a knockout on Zork next turn, but we have to put a DC on this guy, which I really don't want to. I'd rather just, like, not do that. But let's see. Right now he has 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 damage. Really not too relevant right now. Okay. But he's not going to get a knockout here either. So that's fine. So we see a Sycamore. My game plan. So he puts 2 in the discard. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's doing 80 right now. Okay. Okay. There's an Acrobyte. What we could do is put a DC on this guy. Ultra Ball for Xerneas Break to the bench, VS Seeker for Sycamore, and just go for it. We see a note coming down, so into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, he's got 8 in the discard pile, which means he does 100, which means Oricorio does 8 as well. And Oricorio is going to be our secret. Don't tell him yet. It's going to be our little secret he doesn't know about. Okay. So Mind Jack will do 3, 6, 9, 12, 130, minus, oh baby, a Combi comes down. Oh, Best Queen, okay, alright, whatever. So 6 and 6. All right. Do we have? I think we need to knock out Zork this turn. So there's a Choice Band. So I'm gonna Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2 to grab a Xerneas Break. Oricorio's in there. He is in there, just chilling right now. Grab a Xerneas Break. Put that guy down. Put a DC on a Xerneas, and we're gonna Struck for 2. Okay, there's a Fairy Garden, so we're good to go now. We will retreat into the Xerneas Break, and we will cry because I forgot it needs 2 Fairy Energies. Why did I think? Oh my goodness, we are just messing up here. So we're gonna Geomancy, put a Fairy Energy on this guy, Fairy Energy on this guy. Oh boy. Oh man, that's unfortunate. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's only doing 110, so he's still not knocking us out. So Zork Break coming down, okay. Man. So is that VS Seeker? He could grab a Lysandre here to knock out the Xerneas. Man, that's just some sad stuff on my part. That's all I gotta say about that. But he does have a Shaman on the field and an EV. So once he has 17 Pokemon, the discard pile, we can take 3 prize cards easy. He has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10, 11. So he's got 11 in there now. Okay. Is he an Acrobyte? 12. Okay. Is he another Acrobyte? The Oricorio is going to matter here. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to, but I promise. Going to make this game. We're going to take 3 prize cards in 1 turn. He's not going to evolve that EV. He discarded a Vaporeon, a Flareon. I doubt he plays a Jolteon. Alright, so you discard a Rescue Stretcher. Okay. And we're going to see you retreat into the Best Queen. He's going to take a knockout Best Queen and lose a DC this turn. So it's a DC going to the active. We see Forest of Giant Plants coming down. Okay. This is all good stuff for us. For Be Revenge for 140. He did the math wrong. It's okay. We're both messing up here. So that's good at least. Alright. So put an energy on this guy. Yeah. And, oh my goodness. We just did it again. Oh my goodness, I forgot about it again. Alright, so we have to go crazy this turn. Oh my goodness gracious. Are you kidding me, Pokemon? How do I keep doing this? Alright, we have Fairy Garden. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good now. We can retreat into this guy and live stream. I did that on purpose because I would have committed energies to the active. Oh, I need to put EXP share down. I'll put EXP share on Oranguru. Alright, so live stream from knockout. Alright, do it 160. Okay, so we go down to 5. There's a DC. Okay. Alright, here comes Vespiquen. Now it's our opponent's turn. We have 2 heavily damaged Xerneases. Okay. We see a DC. Oh, please don't Sky Return. No, don't go for a Sky Return. Okay, VS Seeker for Lysandre. No, the Sky Return play. Okay, that's fine though. I think we're still fine here. We're gonna make this guy. He's gonna take a knockout, bring up Shaman, Sky Return for the knockout. A Combi comes down. How many Pokemon in this card pile? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 4, 10, 9. Oh, sorry. A basic energy. Yes. Yes, a basic energy. Okay. So Xerneas. I think right now we take the double knockout here. Because he sent up this guy for a sacrificial knockout. So what I'm gonna do is put out Oricorio. Put a DC on it. Retreat into the Oricorio. And we're gonna play Hex to shut down abilities, all that kind of good stuff. And we're gonna go for Supernatural Dance. So 1, 2, and here we see my opponent conceded the game because of Oricorio. Oh my goodness, we would have knocked out his Combi. I was highly, so let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 100 and I mean, here we go. Oricorio makes your opponent concede. There are so many mistakes in both parts of that game, but Oricorio, like, people say he doesn't make this game, like, doesn't make the deck, but it definitely, like, just did right there. We, like, would have took 2 price cards, we would have got up with a price change, and then we would have exchanged knockouts pretty easy, because we had the Oranguru ready to go, could have took a knockout anybody, we would have had 2 Xerneas breaks ready to go, and we would have won that game, and there we go. But we'll see one more game with the Xerneas break deck here in a second. Let's hope I don't make any misplays here. No promise in your Team FISHKNUCKLES. You know, you never know what you're going to get, so we'll see what happens in the next game, our last and final game. Alright. Alright, so playing against Marky Loves Cats. Oh, Marky Mark, loving his cats. And playing a Psychic and a Grass deck. I'm not sure what kind of combination this is. Maybe just like straight Decidueye with like Psychic Pokemon, which is very interesting to see. But, alright, so press done. That's nothing, okay. So, take number 2. Alright, so we start. Mewtwo. Ooh, is it a S? No? What's... Espeon, I don't know. We got Mewtwo though. Mewtwo's not the best, but like we got. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, if we top deck a Fairy Garden, we're okay, but if we don't, then we're in trouble. So, it's a. I don't know what this is. There's Psychic. Oh, it's a. Oh, I see. It's a Trevenant. Garbodor deck. It's a deck we haven't seen before in the channel, but turn 1 Brigette Spaghetti. Come on out. Come on out, Brigette Spaghetti. But alright, so we'll see how this matchup goes. I don't know how this goes. So we're gonna Lele. Okay, yeah, we'll search for Sport card. We'll grab a Brigette here. And we'll get our own Brigette. But ours is full art. It's much prettier. It's green and beautiful. But we'll grab Xerneas. A part of me... Okay, I'm going to grab a Xerneas, and a Regirock. Okay, so I'm going to grab these 3 guys. And they're going to come out on the field. I'm going to Max Elixir. Look at top cards of our deck. Put a Theater G on this Xerneas. Put a DC on this Regirock, and I'm just going to pass right now to our opponent's turn. What we could do next turn is Ultra Ball, discard the VS Seeker and whatever for a Oranguru, or we can go for Tapu Lele Sycamore. Alright, so see Sycamore just going to discard his hand, draw on 70 cards. The thing about his deck is he can start swinging pretty quickly. We see a DC going to the active. Does he find a Trevenant? And he is going to find a Trevenant. I don't think he's going to take a knockout, though. I'm pretty sure Trevenant only does 60 right now. I should have just read what Poltergeist did. It literally said it right there, but I didn't read it. So, Poltergeist coming down. Yes, so it's only going to do 60, so it's not going to take a knockout on Mewtwo. Mewtwo's still going to be, he's still going to be alive, but just barely. There's a VS Seeker for N. And going into his hand, okay. So 20, 40, 60, 80. So we see 60 damage coming down. Onto our Mewtwo and onto our turn, we find a Ultra Ball. Alright, so I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard an Ultra Ball and a VS Seeker. Okay, so we go Tapu Lele for Sycamore. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'd rather grab the Tapu Lele right now and just like try to find a way out. So put a Fader G on a bench Xerneas, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. We'll still put a Xerneas breakdown and we will Tapu Lele. Yes, grabbing a Sycamore. Actually, what I probably should do is put the energy on this guy so we have our energy spread out just a little bit. So grab a Sycamore, we'll play it, we'll discard our hand, draw 7 cards. Actually, these are all huge mistakes because we can't retreat the Mewtwo anyway. So Max Elixir, put a Fair Energy on the other Xerneas, and we'll just get another breakdown. So 3, 6, 9, 12. He can't knock out our Xerneas if he life sitters up. So right now I'm just gonna pass. He is gonna take a knockout here, but I think we're gonna be okay. We'll see a Psychic go to Trubbish, okay. We see an N, so we'll get new hands of 6. So no Lysandre this turn, so that's good news for us. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 in the discard pile, so I'm not too worried about that. There's a Garbodor coming online. He will take a knockout this turn, but we're gonna knock him back out. There's a Choice Band GRI active, and we see a Poltergeist for the knockout doing 120. This is gonna be an interesting matchup. I'm not sure how this really goes, but we'll find out here in a second. So we'll sit at the Xerneas break, okay. On our turn, we will Nest Ball, bury Xerneas, okay. Put down the Xerneas. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so no energies there. We'll put a Fair Energy on this guy. We'll play a Hex Maniac, and we will take a knockout this turn. So a life stream for the knockout. Okay, so there we go. Do 120. But out of 5 price cards, we find a Fair Energy. Okay, and he's gonna send to the Garbodor, I imagine. Yep. All right. So onto our opponent's turn. He can't take a knockout unless he plays Kikui here. So we see a DC go to the bench, Phantom. We see a Stretcher, gonna put 1 in hand, maybe a Trevenant. Yep, Trevenant going to his hand, okay. Alright, Trevenant coming down. There's a Altar of the Moon. Give that free retreat. And there we go, swinging, but he's not going to take a knockout, only do 140. So on our turn, we find a Fair Energy. So put a Fair Energy on the Xerneas. And I'm going to play in to try to find an EXP share. Maybe another Xerneas break, a way to retreat. So there's the EXP share. That we can put on the Regirock. Yeah, that's fine. We'll put on the Regirock, keep the energies in play, and we'll go for another live stream for the knockout. So now we're winning the prize trade, but we only have not that many more attackers. So we get a VS Seeker under hand, okay. He goes into the Trevenant. It's going to take a knockout this turn. We'll then take a knockout on him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't take a knockout back on us. He's going to do 140. So we see a Trainer's Mug going to his hand, okay. Alright, what does he find with the Trainer's Mug? Not going to find anything. We see a Psychic go to the bench, Trubbish. We see a Choice Band going to the bench, Trubbish. And they receive a Poltergeist for the knockout, doing 120. Okay. You'll move a Fair Energy from that guy to this guy. We'll send to the Xerneas break, and on our turn, we just gotta hope we don't top it. Okay, that's bad. That's probably one of the worst things we could have hit right there. Because now we're gonna have a... oh boy. The problem with this is if we don't... oh man, yeah, this is gonna be bad. Alright, so I'm gonna Super Rod, putting back 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now Garbodor is gonna be taking knockouts constantly. We're gonna Ultra Ball, discard 1 and 2. Okay, we'll grab a Xerneas. We'll put down the Xerneas. Fair Energy one of them. And I'm just gonna VS Seeker for Sycamore. I mean, really no need to end here. So I'm just going to Sycamore, just discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. We already have enough items in the discard pile, so we can take a knockout regardless. And we'll put down a Fairy Garden just in case he ends us. We really don't need it. And we will live stream for the knockout. Okay, doing 140. We've got plenty of energies in the field. We'll go down to 3. I clicked the wrong card, but whatever. I'm a cheater. I knew that card was a Fairy Garden. That's what I wanted. Okay, so see Trubbish coming up. Okay. Like I said, what I'm worried about is we're going to run out of attackers. So we see Ultra Ball going to grab 2 cards from his hands. Going to grab a Garbodor here. Maybe a Tapu Lele? No, Garbodor. Okay, so you see Garbodor coming down. Alright, so Garbodor coming to line. AC on the Phantom, and we'll see a Trash Lunch for the knockout. Alright, so he's going to go down to 3 prize cards. Get another energy back on the field thanks to the EXP share. Thank you, EXP share. So we'll sit to Xerneas. On our turn, what do we find here? So we put a Fader in this guy. We are going to play a Sycamore. Just discard your hand, trying to find another Xerneas break to attack with. And we find one. Okay, so put a Xerneas break on this guy. We will Ultra Ball, discarding a double Choice Band to grab another Xerneas Break. Part of me wants to grab the Xerneas, maybe a Oranguru. But Oranguru doesn't take a knockout. A Xerneas can guarantee his attacker the following turn, but I think we need a Xerneas Break here. So grab a Xerneas Break, we'll put that on the bench. We'll take a knockout. Alright, so we'll live stream for the knockout. Can he find a Garborder, Psychic, or a Trevenant and something else? So go down to 2 price cards. There's an Oricorio. Will Oricorio save us? 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Alright, so on our opponent's turn, does he find a Trevenant? Trevenant will not take a knockout, though. That's the key thing. And just pass on our turn, and it looks like we will win this game now. I'm actually going to live stream with the Trubbish. That's the real threat right now. We are going to live stream for the knockout, and we got very, very lucky. My opponent kind of almost ran out of attackers, almost. We see a DC go in our hand. And on our opponent's turn, does he find anything else? It doesn't matter now. We have 2 Xerneas ready to go. They receive a Trainer Spell. His own. I mean, there's no way he can win now. We see a VS go in his hand. We got lucky because he had a 2-shot the Xerneas Break, so that's what really did save us. We see a VS Seeker. He can play whatever he wants. He's not going to be able to win this game. And there we go. There's a Xerneas Break deck in action. I was a little nervous about this game. Not going to lie to you, but making him 2-shot all of our attackers and us be able to catch back up was fantastic. So there we go. We see the Trevenant come down. Trevenant's not even to get a knockout here. We see Trubbish come down as well. We see an Alter the Moon coming down. And we'll see a Poltergeist, but it will only do 0 damage. And on our turn, we'll put a DC on the Regirock, and we will go for a live stream doing 200 damage. And there we go. There's the Xerneas Break deck. Pancakes 2.0 without the Pancakes actually being in there. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a lot of fun today watching me. My crazy self play this deck again. I'm excited that Pancakes is back in the light. Ooh, hold on. We did the challenge. Rainbow Power. Daily challenge complete. Didn't even know that was a challenge here. We got a pack. And if only packs mattered on this count. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Hit that subscribe button. Alrighty. Bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.